Hello, and thank you for accessing this workshop brought to you by the Graduate Writing Tutoring Center services through University Academic Success Programs at Arizona State University. This workshop on forming a writing group will provide you with insights and suggestions on how to start and maintain a writing group. A writing group benefits everyone involved. You become a better writer not only because you receive feedback about your writing, but you also learn from reading the work of others. This is helpful for all stages of the writing process. Writing groups involve conversations that go in all directions and provide you opportunities to not only develop your writing skills, but to also create a community for sharing knowledge. This intellectual community can consist of both those who have similar interests as yours and those who are in other fields. Having someone outside of your field involved can be beneficial because these critical readers may help you see gaps that otherwise may have gone unnoticed. For example, if they have a particular question, this may mean that you have further explanations to write out. There are several logistical details you should discuss as a group. Determining the size of your group is important. If it is too large, there will be less time for individual feedback. When deciding when and how often to meet, consider what the goals are for that particular period. Do you have a standard time, say every 2 weeks, or does the time get adjusted based on the needs of the group? As a part of the decision as to how often to meet, it is important that everyone make a commitment to the group. Everyone is working hard on their own documents and taking the time to read the work of others. Each individual deserves to have their time and work respected. The group also needs to think about communication that could happen between meetings. For example, a writer may have a quick question. One writing group formed a Facebook group with each other in order to post quick questions that other members of the group could respond to if they were available. The Facebook group also provided a means of support. The writing process is not easy and can be a lonely process. Sometimes a small word of encouragement from someone else can get you out of a slump or block and can remind you that you are not alone. Having deadlines will help keep everyone in the group on task. Calendar out from when your final project is due. It is important to share your writing with the group several days before you are meeting to give them time to provide feedback. If there is something specific you would like the group to focus on, let them know when you send them your writing. On the next slide, we will talk more about feedback. As a group, you may decide to have the writing being discussed displayed in a way everyone can follow along. Questions can be asked and feedback can be shared in a way in which everyone gains from the experience. It is helpful to have a facilitator who is not the writer who can serve to summarize the discussion. One suggestion is the writer record the conversation in order to catch all of the feedback. Depending on the overall length of the time of the writing group, for example, a year or 2 years, and where each member is in their own writing project, you can decide what parts of the writing process will be discussed. If the group is formed after initial chapters have been written and revised, you may find you only need to discuss other sections. Think of providing feedback as though you are a critical friend. You are being supportive, but the only way to truly develop what is being written, you have to be willing to be critical. Feedback can come in a variety of forms. Each member may have their own preference. When meeting as a group, you will not have time to cover all of the feedback. The group can decide what areas will be focused on in person and those that will be shared via email or in hard or electronic copy of the paper. The goal of the feedback you are providing is to strengthen the piece they are writing. In order to do this, make sure you are not just making comments based on an opinion like, "Great job," or "I do not like this section." Explain what it is you like or do not like. If you do not understand something based on the context, in your comments to the writer express this concern. For example, "I do not understand what you are saying in this paragraph. This could be because I am not familiar with your content, or you need more of an explanation for X." This leaves it up to the writer to determine if more or less information is needed. As mentioned earlier, let your readers know if there is something in particular you would like feedback about. Be clear on your and your readers' expectations, which may have to adjust over time. Remember, the readers are on your side. In offering you feedback, they are not making comments about you personally. If you know you are prone to being defensive, just listen or read the feedback, and then take time to digest the comments before revisiting what you have written to make changes. Often, taking time to step away provides a fresh perspective and understanding as to the reasons why you received the feedback you did. If you do not understand a piece of feedback, don't be afraid to ask. Keep each copy of the feedback you receive, whether an electronic or hard copy. You may find that at some point you may change, but in further revisions you may want to review earlier comments. Sometimes thoughts circle back. Thank you for watching this presentation on forming a writing group. We hope to see you at one of our writing centers soon. To schedule appointments, you can visit one of our writing centers front desks and a staff member will assist you. Call 480-965-9072, or you can visit our website at tutoring.asu.edu. Thank you.